Welcome to the U.K.E-Liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night. It's time for a little bit of chat about mixing. So, who we've got on tonight is myself, Many Vapes. We have got our own mixing detective, Liam Sherlock Holmes. We have got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We've also got the one and only... Hello. The one and only The Chair.
The mixing idiot, you can tell.
Yeah. Mixing idiot, yeah.
Chair.
And we've got our own mixing maestro, which is Tim, the advocate for vaping. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So if you are in chat, just look at the top, change it over from Twat Chat to Live Chat, and you keep up with everything you're doing. It's a little bit crowded tonight because Mr. Gaz Flatcap is doing a little bit of premiere, so I'm hoping once that's finished, we'll get some more people in chat, because I don't know what he's doing. He's doing some free shit gangster rap or something, I think. I don't know. I'll watch it back later and see what he's been up to, but I know it's a parody of Gangster's Paradise or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll watch it back later, but yeah. So, as you may have seen by the title of the show, surprise, surprise. I'm going to get Graham to do it, but he says he can't do a Liverpool accent.
I'll do a Liverpool accent.
He's from fucking Liverpool, but he can't do an accent.
I can do Gomer Pyle, surprise, surprise, surprise.
So, surprise, surprise, surprise. So we have got surprise, surprise, surprise. We will love that. It better be something fucking good this time, because if it's not, if you don't know, it is a mystery box from Chefs. If it's shit, it'll be all over Instagram, fucking Twitter, all over every show that I fucking do. It'll be on.
You didn't get miscellaneous this time, right?
No, I didn't. I got fruits.
Oh, okay.
I picked the fruits because I was advised last time by Liam to get the fruits. Get the fruits. Everybody's saying you should have got the fruits.
So you had fruits. So in that box there's a Tim, there's a Liam, there's a Bill.
So we'll see what we get this time, and if it's a load of shit, honestly, I will slate them on fucking Twitter and fucking Instagram. Believe me, because if you're gonna give me shit, at least give me shit that I could mix with. That'd be great.
Liam is saying right now, Benny, let's read down chat before the rest of them people get here.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so quick, get down chat. Quick down
For you people who are, the diehards, will read you in chat.
No, we're gonna drag it out. We're gonna drag it out for ages, so there's loads of people in. No, what we will do, we will get Liam to go through chat if you so wish. Thank you.
We have to read every name, even if they put it in multiple times.
Yeah.
In chat tonight, we have Lady Liberty, Net Reality, Benny Vapes.
That was me.
I up me duck.
I hit that duck.
the vaping snowman. The Chair, Jacob Vapor, Mike Haynes, Fee, Cloud Chucker, an avocado for Liberty or something. I don't know who he is.
An avocado.
Jacob Vapor.
Jacob.
Craig D. Rocky Tooney. Nightbot. David Marshall. And I believe that's everybody. So, evening, everybody. And if I've missed anyone, I'm sorry.
Did you say Cloud Chucker?
Yes, I did.
That's all right then. That's all right. Welcome, one and all. So you all had a good week so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just watching films constantly all week.
Oh, what you been watching? Oh, good.
Just all old 80s movies. And I've been going through the Harry Potter series. I'm on the last one of the Harry Potter one. And after last week, damn you.
Damn.
I did that a while back, actually.
Do you know the thing is with Harry Potter film? It sort of ends, and you want one more to round it off as they've got older to see what happens, don't you? Do you know what I mean? What's happened with kids? It sort of just ends, and it's like, yeah.
Well, wasn't there supposed to be some kind of reunion show thing that they're doing for it?
They've done a reunion show, but it was just a reunion show. They did a quiz as well, and that Harry Potter quiz thing where they had teams on, you could answer questions, and they've done the what's the other one with
Fantastic Beasts.
That's it, yeah.
That's
yeah.
like a prequel, right?
It is a prequel, yeah. Yes. I didn't find it too bad, to be honest. I thought it was all right.
At all.
No, some people didn't like it, but I was like, it's not too bad. Not too bad in that. So no one's watched Pamela Anderson yet?
Not yet. It's on my list. It's on my to watch list.
Not the 1995 original version.
The original.
We're not talking about that.
I remember when
She
that
and Harry
original
Potter.
version came out, and we were desperately trying to find the website, which kind of showed you the clips from it.
Yeah.
And then me and my mate got to watch it, and then we just sat there, and looked so disappointed with ourselves.
Yeah. Bill sat there thinking, what the hell are they on about?
I was figuring she was in Harry Potter. You know,
Oh, no.
I know who she is, but I just was thinking to myself, I've never seen Harry Potter, but now I may have to watch it.
Yeah.
It was Atticus Gigantus. That's where her role was. Yeah.
Yeah. I have read the books. I have read the books, Fee. I have read all the books. Thank you very much. I read them before they
box
became a
setups.
film. Yeah. I read them before they were a film, to be honest with you. When all the hype was out about the books. And I did enjoy them. And like I say, some of it on the film, it sort of it skips over bits that were really good in the book.
Oh, they
Do you know what I mean?
they do that. They do that a lot. I can understand why they do it sometimes, because obviously it's difficult to fit all the subject matter into a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
But sometimes they skip over some pretty
Details.
important bits, I think.
Yeah. Some things that tie things up, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Graham, who
Graham.
spells his name correctly. Yes.
So that's what we've got coming up. The mystery box later on. We will talk about. We've got a couple of things to talk about as well. So what we'll do is we will go around and see what our vape machines are. We will start with Bill. What is your vape machine of choice tonight, Bill?
My vape machines this evening is the Minikin 2 with the Peacemaker on top with Graham's Revenge in it. That's the reason I put it on the Minikin 2, which I'm really actually liking. It's kind of a cakey flavor, but the flavor part comes from the Wonder Flavors salted caramel. And after about a couple of weeks, that salted caramel really smoothed right out and became really vapable caramel, which I haven't really had too many. And the caramels are usually so in your face that I've always had, but this one seems to be really good. I'm also on the Arbiter with the GUR with the VST in it. And I'm also on the Arbiter with the Van Van Cust on the Evil Dildo. And news, I have another Arbiter on the way. Be here Friday.
Oh, you haven't got you've gone for the original, not the 2.
Well, yeah, I bought it off of an individual, so it's just being mailed from an individual to me, and it's supposed to get here Friday. Oh, yeah, I would go for the original over the 2.
Yeah. I've got to do my review on it. Yeah, I would as well, to be honest with
This will be 3 that I've got original, so I can just have 3 setups, all Arbiters, and
Have you gone with the same color?
No, it's stainless steel.
Right.
So I'll have a black one, a stainless steel one, and a gunmetal one.
You didn't fancy rainbow?
Yeah. Possibly somewhere down the road, that's, somewhere over the rainbow.
Gold?
I will pass it to AAFL.
All right, I got the Profile Unity on top of the Aegis Legend with a custom skin on it. That's got the last of the waffles with blueberries and cream cheese in it. Got the Nova, my beater mod, a Nova with a drop on top of it, and that's got Mando's coconuts. And we did have a brief discussion about where you get your inspirations from. And this came from this one came from Bill. Yeah. I started thinking about Bill and I started learning about nuts.
Oh, gosh, what the hell happened there?
And, before the end of the show today, I am gonna. I got the radar. I just rebuilt it because I haven't used it forever. I want to see if I can get some decent flavor out of it. On top of the Aegis Legend with the custom Aegis skin and my logo on it. But I'm gonna mix something up during the show. So I haven't decided.
Cool.
And I will pass it to Liam.
Tonight I'm on the Vupu X217 with the Steamgrave Aromamizer V2 on top in RDA. And in that, I'm still vaping on the key lime pie. I've also got the Snow Wolf UX V-Fang with the Profile 1.5 on top, and still getting through the Dark Nectar, which is a blackberry cheesecake.
Ooh.
And I will pass it over to Graham.
Okay. I'm on the Ultrona Gaia with the Barrage on top, and in that I've got the Amatorium Country Fudge. I've got the Minikin 2. There's a surprise with the blank on top, and what the hell's in that one? That's the peaches and cream. I watched Mixers Helping Mixers, and they were doing peaches and stuff like that, so I decided to make myself a peaches and cream. And I've decided I want to do peaches and evaporated milk instead. And I've got something, I've whipped the Lasotic with the guillotine up, and in that I've just got some weird mango mix, which I haven't looked at the recipe, but it's quite nice. I don't know what else I've put in there, but there's another flavor in there, and I can't tell which flavor. And I'm not going to look at it until I decide. Not going to look at the recipe until I can actually guess what that flavor is.
Hang on. So you've made a recipe,
Yeah,
but you don't know what's in that recipe. So
No,
what did you do? Blindfold yourself
it's
while you
one
mixed?
from ages ago,
Ah,
and it's MLS. And I know it's mango. I don't know what the L and S means. So
Mango,
yes,
love, and strawberry.
I was going to say
definitely
the
not
S won't be
strawberry.
the S won't be strawberry.
Yeah.
There's a
My-
citrus in there, so I think it's mango lime.
I
Mango,
was gonna
lime,
say
and
mango
sugar
lychee.
cookie. How about sugar cookie?
No, not after last week. I just had to reorder some from Chefs.
Oh dear.
I'll pass it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. So I'm on the Solo with the Arbiter Solo, and inside that I've got RY Haw from Concentrate, and I'm also on the Velocity from Oxford, and inside that I've got some Dripping Desserts Jammy Biscuit. It's 200ml, so I've gone through that much. It's all right. It's not brilliant. It's not much of a jammy biscuit. It's neither here nor there, to be honest with you. So that is me. That is me tonight. Same shit, different day. So we have got a few people that have put things in. What they're on. We have got Mike is on the Snow Wolf with a Fat Rabbit, an Amatorium Fudge, and a double Barrel V4 with a ZRD8 and Lemon Pocket. Zip is on the Viking 530 with the Arbiter V1 on top with Fiddy's Blueberry Biscuit. Yum, she says. Hey up me duck. I hate that duck. Mike, in your handshake, you was on Amatorium. You'll get found out for cheating on Graham and Nevins eventually. Oh, you know, he was an Ancient Alexa earlier on, not Amatorium. Craig D is on the Aries 2 RTA Bishop RTA Gate RTA Pisico Pro RTA Caliburn G Tobacco Apple Tobacco Strawberry and Cream Melon Tobacco and Berries and Anise. Cloudchuck is on 7 mods and 2 mechs in rotation, all different flavours. Rocketoon is on the Voltro 30 V2 with, on the Goa Coffee with Milk and Honey. Lady Liberty is on the Plan B RDA on the Aegis X with Amaretto Cheesecake and Nevermore MTL RTA on the Grus with a Raspberry White Chocolate Cupcake. And that's it. So there. And welcome, Live Pete. Couldn't even talk then. So that's it. So yeah, what we're going to be talking about, we are going to talk about obviously the stuff that we get in the box. We're also going to talk about Live Liquid is in now. We might talk about that because obviously they do a little bit out there mixes, as in trying different things to go with their flavours to make them a little bit different from everybody else. I'm just thinking, because I've just talked about this before. Obviously, when you look at stuff, and this will lead into where you get your inspirations from. You look at, I've had a really posh ice cream that had cracked black pepper and strawberries, a vanilla ice cream, which was quite nice. just wondering, where do you go when you're doing that? Would you go that way of it? You're going to do, when you see something, you think basil and strawberries are supposed to be really nice. Would you do a mix with basil and strawberry? Will it go over from food to a vape?
Things like strawberry and
The basil and strawberry actually does work. We've tried it.
Again, it depends on how accurate the flavors you're using are for your palate, and if there's anything in them that might actually clash. But Favora basil, I think is really accurate to fresh basil, and if you paired that with a good strawberry, it should work well. It should work really well.
I'm sorry, I'm an 80s kid. I just like my plain 80s food.
Yeah.
Arctic roll.
Arctic roll. Arctic roll. Oh, you can't beat an Arctic roll. I like, what is it, Viennetta? Could you make a Viennetta? Anybody ever tried to do a Viennetta?
I thought about it, but never actually got around to doing it. Cornetto, I tried a cornetto.
It's a mouthfeel, isn't it, that you're going to miss from that nostalgia. You're going to get the taste. Because, when I think Viennetta, I think mint ice cream with chocolate.
But it's got cream wavy on the top, hasn't it? See, it's got like a wavy ice cream. I don't know what
it's got that crunch to it when you eat it, hasn't it? And
yes.
You're not going to be able to get that in a liquid. You're going to get close to the taste.
But a lot of things that was going to get
was a Toyota. I didn't, I had.
That's the thing about a Viennetta is like a chocolate. It's like got waves of chocolate in it and waves of ice cream. That's like a. I don't know how to explain it.
It was the first ice cream that they injected with oxygen to make it kind of really nice and fluffy. Viennetta was the first one to do that. I did some research on it when I tried to make it, and I was like, "Oh, I need a."
Kind of light and fluffy. I was
the main ingredient
this morning on the way to golf, and they were talking about cake recipes. And in order to make your cake more moist, put mayonnaise in your cake mix, and it makes your cake more moist.
That must be an American thing.
Thumbs up, Bill.
Huh?
She's giving a thumbs up on that because she actually does that.
Does she? Yeah. Okay. I haven't never tried it, but I was wondering if it works there. If you had a cake mix and vape, could you put? Anybody make a mayonnaise vape?
I was going to say.
I don't know about mayonnaise, but sometimes I'll add a cream or a custard or a pudding note or something.
You can do that, but it's not mayonnaise.
With the mayonnaise, do you use it in place of buttercream frosting? Make your Victoria sponge and then pour a layer of mayonnaise in between the two sponges.
I would assume it's just like a small amount of mayo that you put in, just a tablespoon.
And don't forget to add the one-on-one pickle to give it that. That way, instead of mayonnaise, you turn it into Miracle Whip.
So. Mayonnaise is just egg yolk and oil, isn't it? So I can see why it would.
Yeah, does it work? Now here's my question, because I don't really like mayonnaise. Does Miracle Whip work?
No.
What's Miracle Whip? I don't know what Miracle Whip is.
Miracle Whip is just basically it's a mayonnaise with a vinegar in it.
It's mayonnaise that's sweeter and tastes much more gooder.
So it's salad cream.
Bill, I agree with Bill. I do prefer mayonnaise on sandwiches.
Sounds like salad cream.
I mean, a Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Don't put salad cream in a cake.
I'm guessing is it salad cream?
No, it's not a sour cream. I don't care for sour cream that much.
It's like a tangy sweetness. It's like got a tangy sweetness to it, but it's they add a vinegar to turn it.
That's what we have over here is salad cream.
Salad cream.
Well, salad dressing is what they basically call it, as a salad dressing. But to me, I don't really care for actual mayonnaise.
Which is funny, Bill, you bring this up because we have the separation here, because I like Miracle Whip better on sandwiches. He likes mayonnaise better.
My wife and I are
who wins.
My wife and I are the same way, and then so we have to buy 2 bottles. We have to buy a bottle of mayonnaise and a bottle of Miracle Whip.
Why is it called Miracle Whip?
Because it's a miracle. When you eat it, you're like, oh my God, this is so good. It's a miracle. How?
You're supposed to use it. It was originally, I think, made to work with Wonder Bread.
No, I think
Wonder Bread.
someone's
It's a miracle, you know.
With
someone-
fantastic butter.
someone
Exactly.
screwed up the batch of mayonnaise in the factory, and
Put
instead
too
of
much vinegar
throwing
in
her
it.
out, someone just tried it, and it was like, "Oh, this is a miracle. We don't have to throw her out," and that's how it was born.
Yeah. I wonder how to work on that bread. And then they put it on that. And it's like Wonder Bread and Miracle Whip. That's how that all came about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wonder Bread, Miracle Whip, awesome ham. There we go.
But it's the thing there is the relationship between the two is when you're talking about vape and mixing different stuff in that actually can enhance things or whatever else that you wouldn't necessarily think of.
yes. Yeah.
And
I
like
think-
a lot of
yeah.
cases, as soon as I said mayonnaise and cake, you three just went, ugh, and he went, oh yeah, we do that. It's nice, you know. And so
Well, the
it
first time
doesn't
I heard
sound
of it, I had
good.
the same reaction to and then I tried it. It's like, ooh, that's better than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
I gave her a cross look like she was crazy the first time she mentioned it.
Crazy lady. Craig D messed up his berries and anise mix, added the wrong spearmint, apparently.
Ooh, that could do it.
Live Lamb 6 says yes to basil and strawberry. So it does work, basil and strawberry. Craig D, I have tried Leslie's strawberry and pepper. It were all right. I don't know. It was a bit strange one. He said it didn't taste the pepper, but it was strawberry and pepper. I tasted it when I was in his shop because he did one. What have we got? Live Lamb says salted caramel wood.
Couldn't you just put that vanilla ice cream that has the pepper taste in it?
Yeah, but-
It's strawberries and ice cream and with pepper.
That's good, yeah. But I don't get a lot of pepper taste off
that
of
just
much
sounds good,
ice
Well,
cream.
neither, but
I was thinking just let your nicotine go a bit old. It's got that peppery taste.
Or buy really cheap nicotine on purpose just for that mix.
yeah.
FA do they do a black pepper. There is a black pepper concentrate by FA. It's in their kitchen line though, so you'd have to double check for oil.
Yes, that was the other thing we were going to talk about tonight. We talked about LA's, different flavours of oil, but there's other companies that do different ranges that are not fit for vaping, apparently.
Look at that. Duck even looked it up.
Yeah. So it's pale yellow, so that's not right. And it says with a creamy consistency, it's close cousin to Miracle Whip, though it's not thick like Miracle Whip. And Miracle Whip is not yellow.
Yeah, Miracle Whip's all egg whites in it still.
Yeah, Miracle Whip is white. If it was yellow, I'd be thinking like yellow snow, and I wouldn't be able to eat it. So, but yeah.
We got Papa Goldman John saying hashtag cats' lives matter. Yes, it does. If you've not seen the video, what a wanker. Zuma, a footballer, he's a footballer over here. He booted his cat, he drop kicked his cat and then bitch slapped it. Honestly, mate, yeah, he drop kicked his cat, proper drop kicked it, and then chased it round the house throwing shit at it, then picked it up. This lad picked it up and he went bang and slapped the cat.
Yeah. No.
Honestly,
Liam right now, Liam's like, yep, I know what I'd like to
When I
do.
know something worse, Graham knows about this because I showed him the headlines. But over here, we just had a guy arrested 2 days ago for sexually assaulting a dog.
Doesn't that happen down in Mexico?
No, it was just a couple of counties over from me.
Yeah, no. So much good. Yeah, well, he's been fined £250,000.
Yeah.
And he's had his cats taken away from the RSPCA.
We should, and
Yeah.
he should also be banned from owning any other animal.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he should 100% be banned. Yeah, 100% be banned. And like I say, I don't even think it's that £250,000 for him.
I
is
think
fuck all,
jail
is it?
time should be in,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just think it's just it wasn't even a play. Do you know when you sort of little play tap or out like that? You know when you're playing, you know, to get and you're playing fighting with them. It wasn't even that. It was proper full on boot.
Yeah,
right. And then basically they should, basically handcuff his hands and legs, and then somebody just go over and just somebody that's a lot bigger than he is, just go over and just start kicking the living crap out of him and say, see how it feels to be helpless and have somebody just beating the shit out of him.
Cats are so delicate as well with their bones that he could have easily killed that cat.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even with just a hard slap, you'd easily kill a cat.
Yeah.
McGuffer, evening. So that was just a little bit. I saw it in there, but yeah. Michael Vick approved.
Yeah.
Who's Michael Vick?
Michael Vick was a quarterback over here that was real good in the NFL, and then he ended up finding out that he was fighting dogs and had all of this. Yeah, that kind of spent some jail time over it. Yeah.
Yeah, Craig, that's the least you can do.
Yeah, apparently, technically by French law, he could be sent to prison in France because French citizens can be sentenced for breaking the law overseas.
I see. That's a perfect way to set an example.
Yeah. Do shit abroad, you're still going to get done over here for it.
Yep.
Frank, you all right anyway? So what else would you think could go? Like, coming out of it, we're saying Basil can go with... Who does a Basil?
Basil, not Basil.
It's Basil.
Basil.
Philubrum does.
I'm with you, Bill. Basil.
Philubrum does a lot of herbs.
Actually, the cult makes a really nice basil.
Yeah, cult. It's a cult. It's a cult.
I don't even like basil in food. I don't want it in my vape.
Yeah, they're just saying that he got hurt in his last game and all the crowd was shouting, that's how the cat felt, that's how the cat felt.
Here you go. Right there. Yeah.
It's a cult.
Basil. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it a nice beer? Does it taste like basil?
Oh, it's naturally extracted, so yeah. That's the advantage of the natural extracts. It tastes a lot like it. Like that's actually what I tried when I tried the strawberry and basil was both of his. I find I like to bump his strawberry a little bit. The basil doesn't need a bump.
Don't have a wine. Basil don't have a wine.
What?
Don't have a wine and basil.
Why in a basil? Yeah.
Daytime Frank said basil.
Well, he's just saying this is how you pronounce
We don't have a wine in it. Don't have a wine.
There's no wine in it. It's not Basil. Basil is that's one of the characters on one of the Mike Myers movies there.
And it's spelled exactly the same way.
Hey, I was thinking of Basil.
Concord and Concord are spelled the same way too.
So is aluminum and aluminium. Aluminium.
Aluminium and aluminum. Apparently, it is aluminum.
The same way. Yes,
it is, but it is aluminum. Apparently, the person who invented aluminium calls it aluminum. It's us that changed it to aluminium because that's what it sounded like. Not like you Americans that make everything sound like it's that word. Anyway, Rocky Jr. says 1-on-1 has Basil, and Craig D saying FLV has Basil, right?
Yes, that's what.
That's
Liam was saying.
That's a good Basil as well. Strong, like most of the other flavors.
But you'd have to drop it down. If you're going to mix it with it, you'd have to drop it really, really down because you don't want a strong flavour, do you?
Yeah, you only want that as if you're going to do the strawberry and basil, you just want it as like an accent flavour.
An accent, no.
The basil.
Believe it or not, I was
a little bit of that goes a long ways anyway. If you just want the hint of it anyway, because it can overpower any of the most of the herbs will do that. Easily overpower your mix.
Is there a lot of it? I've never really gone down the road of herbs. Is there a lot of herbs concentrates? Have you tried any of them?
Cardamom.
PSO makes them all.
Yeah.
But,
I was going to say I made a Spanish rice, so yeah, I would say so.
Right.
Yeah, there are quite a few herbs and spices floating around out there in the artificial flavoring world.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When I was first starting mixing, somebody that was actually heavily involved and actually worked for like Mullenberry, I think it was, told me to boost some strawberry in a thing that I had made. He's like, try a little pistachio.
All right.
He said, put a little pistachio in there and that will boost the strawberry. Yeah.
That was me.
No, I was before I ever knew you. I was in Batman's chat. Frank used to go in there, and there was a guy that came in there that I don't remember what his name was now, but he was, like I said, I don't know, he worked for Mullenberry in some capacity or the other, and he was like, "Yeah, try,
What?
little pistachio."
There you go. I put it in the chat, Benny. And you tell me there are a few herbs there, and that's about half of the herbs he has.
Herbs.
All
The
the
herbs. But the herbs. Yeah, everybody's putting in basil brush. Boom, boom.
The thing is, if you do actually want to get VSO, it's £40 shipping over, and if you're which show are you on? You get something like 20% discount when you're on the show.
25% off on Tuesday nights.
On Tuesday nights on which show is it?
It's on Fresh 03's channel. It's a Tuesday night takeover right now.
So if you do want to get
9 p.m.
VSO, it's
Eastern
only
to
40 quid to
midnight.
ship over. So if you're going to make a big order, it's well worth it.
I made an order last night. Then, so yeah, I'm going to be like 6 flavorings off of the entire line. So.
But would you get import tax though on it?
But that includes everything.
Was it? Oh, right.
I made a shipment over, and I got all the raw ones, so it's really super concentrated in 30 mils, so it goes a hell of a long way.
And I have been bugging him, and he hasn't said no to the fact it's a possibility you guys might actually someday have access to the cult.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's like an Illuminati spreading worldwide.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. It's like Catholic. I can't even say it. Catholicism, whatever you call it. When
Yes.
that's him. Yeah, I can't say it. It's
I was
religion.
brought up Catholic, so yeah.
So we're saying Basil will work. Magoof is saying Basil will work in Heisenberg.
Oh, by the way, Benny, if you look, the very first ingredient in that Spanish rice V1 is basil.
Ah, there you go.
Graham, you should be able to crack open that Cocomel now if you wanted to. Anyway, it's only a 7-day, Steve.
Brad Smith saying TPA Mary Jane for the win.
I've made it.
No, Graham, I believe in chat.
All right.
The foreign one.
Craig D saying first thing comes to mind when I hear him Basil is Faulty Towers. Basil Faulty.
Yep.
Cloud Chucker says, do I remember Spit the Dog? Yes. Bob Carroll G. You won't remember this. It was a guy that had a puppet of a dog, and basically were ventriloquist, but the dog didn't talk, it just spit. And just moved its head and went like that at everybody. Well, spit the dog. Yeah. This was the 80s. Oh, it went in the 80s.
Yeah, that was like the Emu era.
It had Sit Ubu Sit. It had all those nice ones. Yeah.
Well, that's what condensed milk sandwiches was on Tiz was. Lenny Henry used to make them. Remember you having a go at me one time for making condensed milk sandwiches?
He probably did it because it was a laugh. Everybody were laughing at him. That's why he did it, mate. Do you know what I mean? He didn't do it because he liked him. He did it because it's a laugh.
I'm gonna make a flavor banana sugar sandwiches as a vape flavor.
Butter in it.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good show. I will watch that back later. Obviously, we're getting ready for the show and getting changed and that, so I will watch you back later. If you have missed it, it was on earlier on, Three Men and a Vape Show. So go check it out. And they didn't have a show last night. It's usually on Tuesday night with Nature Vape on Nature Vape. Apparently, I didn't know that. Craig did say if you want taste of Mary Jane, you need to buy the real terpenes. I didn't know. Is that what it's supposed to be, Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Is
You mean
I
these?
haven't I haven't tried it myself. I haven't tried it myself, but it's supposed to taste of grass clippings.
You mean those? Those terpenes?
Why would you want the taste? Yeah, that's the worst part of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's better if it's a nice cherry.
Yeah.
Do you know? To be fair, I don't even like smell of it. I really don't
I'm
like
saying
strawberries.
Then you definitely don't want to get the terpenes because
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to get a bus in Liverpool then.
Oh, you get it around Leeds, mate. Honestly, I've been working around council estate. You walk past everybody's house and all you can smell. Yeah, I don't like that.
More most places in Cardiff.
Maybe you need to get a bag of
Smell it.
this, and then you just pop the top on the darn thing.
What is that?
What do you think it is?
I can't believe you can buy it in just a bag. It's just like a grocery bag.
Nice hermetically sealed bag. Yes. Shipped via the mail. That you can't ship vape stuff in, but my God, you can ship that.
Oh,
Send it over here and label it coriander.
don't you dare send any unflavored vape liquid back and forth. But you know what? You can have this.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
know
have
that.
this empty tank that has nothing in it, no coils, nothing else. No.
I mean, technically, here's a glass for an empty tank.
Yeah.
And he's still in trouble for it.
Yeah, apparently Brad Smith's saying lots of first CBD liquids use this as a base. Yeah, I do remember everybody saying that because
Yeah.
everybody wanted the taste of
Well,
it,
there's
didn't
actually there's on that card that's in here, terpenes actually have like medical benefits to each like terpene as well. Like it'll do some stuff like some of them are really good for soothing your stomach and such like that.
they? All right.
So even the terpenes have a healing quality to them. Some of them.
That's because everybody was stoned when they said that, though.
I thought a turban was a
That's a
hat.
possibility.
They're
Had
all
the
stoned.
cherry hat on.
Yeah.
It's a turban. It's not a turban. It's a turban, I guess. But, sounds close.
Yeah.
See, the problem with Villa is when you tried to put turban on, it was actually like from an aircraft engine turbine.
Yeah, right.
It didn't fit.
No,
So
that's
Mike
a
is saying-
turbine. Yeah.
Turbine. There was a little fan. It's a little fan on back. Keep headphones running. Mike is saying, "Ooh, sage concentrate. That would be right. Is there sage? Do they do sage as well?"
Yes, he actually does. He have a sage? I think he does.
How about parsley?
I haven't seen a sage outside
Rosemary?
of the
It's
outside of the
cilantro.
Yeah,
outside of the
rosemary, parsley.
There's
Thyme.
rosemary and
Rosemary
cilantro,
and
but I don't think it's
thyme.
parsley.
cult.
Parsnips usually a
Rocky's
garnish.
saying one-on-one sage is really good.
Taste.
I'll just check to see if Saluberon does it.
In a way, you might be right, Doug. It's possible.
Yeah, if they can get their cats legalized in it.
It's the one thing that makes it so that things can be shipped through is because we got to let that go through.
Then you've gotta let-
that's okay. We'll just label everything as weed. Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
go through fine.
Yeah. So like I say, while they're having a look at that, so what other companies do a separate line then?
No, TFA used to, which is why they split, which is why they got the Perfumer's Apprentice and the Flavor Apprentice. Because
right.
some of their flavors, I believe, are oil soluble because they're used in the perfume industry.
Perfume. Right. Yeah.
The TFA stuff. Yeah.
Right. I didn't get that because we just get it. It comes as Perfume Apprentice, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? If you buy some from some places, it's just what it's called here.
Yeah, if you go onto their website, some of the flavors actually, a little bit like Laurent's, actually have an oil soluble and a water soluble version.
We had another one on here we talked about. We looked up the site, or was on Sunday's show. It was like a site in the U.S. that I didn't even know about that makes flavorings, and they do the same thing. They have a completely separate line. You can get almost every single flavor in either oil or water soluble.
We looked at one other day, didn't we? Someone
I think it was.
mentioned something-
We looked it up.
Some boys or something like that. They were looking
That's
at
the
it.
one,
We never heard of it, and we looked on, and they had nearly all of them
They
had
sell
oil.
it by like the liter and the
Yeah.
gallons. It's like,
Yeah.
and not
I
a bad
think-
price.
I think it might be the same with Cupcake World as well, because I don't think when you go to Chefs or Nom Noms or anywhere like that and actually see the Cupcake World flavors, I don't think that's the full range that they do. Obviously, it will just be the water soluble ones because Cupcake World are used in baking as well as candies and everything else as well. So I should imagine they're also going to have some oil-based flavorings.
Yeah.
So I mean, FA's kitchen line. Some of those are on the kitchen line because they contain DAP, like the premium custard. That's part of the kitchen line.
Right.
But some of them on there will also, I expect, have oil in because they're used in
Oil, or
baking,
some of them
cooking.
even will do that if they have too much of a high alcohol content.
Alcohol, yeah. So if
Have you
you're
seen-
looking,
you all right, Kieran?
if you're looking outside of your usual vendors, you always need to check to make sure that you're getting water soluble flavor.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's difficult, especially on websites, because they don't really, you have to really zoom in. And then what if they put the wrong picture? Make sure when you get it in, it is the water soluble one. And if not, then complain to them that you wanted the water soluble and if it what you thought it was supposed to be. But double check before you use it.
With some of them, if you tell them that you're using it for vaping, they might not even answer back because they don't want their brand associated with vaping.
Yeah.
Salubro, thyme, tarragon, oregano, coriander, cardamom.
All right.
I have to translate that.
What did you say? You said one of them I'd never heard of. Tarragon. What's tarragon? Anybody know?
Tarragon, it's used mostly like in like health drinks and stuff like that. They'll add it.
All right.
And they do geranium, lemongrass, tea tree, jasmine, ylang ylang,
Ylang.
yeah, pin, which is pine cones,
Why would you want? You won't want pine cones in your
rosemary,
vape, though, would you?
basil, and verbena, and another one I can't say.
Actually, the pine works well for some things. I was surprised. I didn't think it would. I got to give Mandalorian some credit. He made a recipe with it, and I made it, and it was actually nice. It didn't overtake it, but it gave you that like
Wood.
well, like
Like a wood taste.
Well, it didn't really give those. It gave a taste, but it like added to some of the other flavors. It was a booze vape, but obviously Mandalorian. But it was actually tasty.
I suppose if you wanted that smoky wood, I don't know if you could make it. If you wanted a whiskey with a wood taste to it, I suppose.
Yeah,
that
you can
would.
get hickory. I think I've got it in my drawer. I thought,
Yeah,
at 0.2.
Yeah,
All right.
they'll also work. They'll also work with tobaccos for like cigar flavors and things like that.
Yeah.
It's like Flavora do a wood spice,
All right.
which is it's primarily sandalwood. That's what it smells like. That's what it tastes like. But really, really low. It actually works really well with tobaccos.
Well, Kazuni says, "Love is Root FLV has been one of my latest favourites."
Mm-hmm.
And Edward Duck saying,
Never
"Tarragon
heard
is great with chicken in a pot."
Be good with beef as well.
Yeah, I knew it was used in some baking too, but I've never used it myself.
So yeah, so I just wondered if there were different things you could, what would you put with it? But what would you use using all these? Would you put them with your fruits, or would you stick to bakeries, or what would you do?
What I do, if I get a flavour that I'm unfamiliar with, I've never sort of used in food or anything like that, I go on, I basically Google food pairings or cocktail recipes using it.
Exactly.
And there are a couple of sites out there. I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head, but there are a couple of sites out there that actually give you a full breakdown of, this flavor works really well with all of these flavors. And you can actually get quite deep into it because you can look it up and say, jasmine goes well with coconut. And then you look at what goes well with coconut and then see if it also goes well with jasmine. And you can build a recipe that way.
Well, this is another thing that came up, which Graham will bring up now.
What?
He looks lost.
That was a nice segue into Bonnet, really.
It was. That was very well done, Benny.
The inspiration to,
Yep.
Well, on VC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Put the link into chat. Basically, it's from what's his name?
What's his
Brian-
name?
Brian Heck.
Brian Heck. He put a thing in VC forums. He says, share your method of how you mix
Shrek.
from a thought or inspiration
Hey,
to a
Shrek.
finished product you're satisfied with. Do you research flavor combinations? Do you build and test it in stages, like assembling your main notes, light balance first? Do you start mixing multiple revisions, each with a tweak from the original, or just one and modify it from there? What's your modus operandi, and who, if anybody, most
What the fuck
inspired
does that
methods?
mean?
Modus
MO.
operandi.
How do you
Yeah.
work?
MO.
MO.
All right.
It's how you go about doing a certain thing.
All right.
How you start your recipe off.
Yeah.
All right.
What train of thought
Yeah,
do you
it's your
go down?
motivation. It's your MO. It's what caused you to
I'm
create.
a thick Yorkshireman. Do you know what I mean? Don't give me big words.
Oh, speaking of Yorkshire, yeah, we're having Yorkshire pudding tonight.
Oh, you have a Yorkshire pudding. Did you use fork?
We're having it tonight, so tell her to. There we go.
Fork.
She can hear you.
Beat the air into it. Beat the air in.
Beat it.
Beat it. Rocky Junior says I use the dartboard method.
Dartboard method. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a quick look at the thread earlier, and Rocky's reply was actually quite funny. He said he uses the dartboard method and then puts milk and honey with it.
Yeah.
He just said it's-
Whatever comes up, he then puts milk and honey with it.
We got Michelle Hughes on the other channel, vanilla pudding and everything.
Yeah.
I actually use Noted a lot.
I'm
So
gonna
if
make
I-
myself
if
a
I'm-
nice
If I'm going to
citrus.
go for a mango, I'll go to Noted and I'll go into the comments and look at the top 5 mangoes and see if the type of mango that I want. And tend to ignore all the other ones because they're normally quite good apart from toffees. They're not very good at toffees. Sorry. Toffee episode yesterday. Now is that going?
That's neglect.
Like English toffee.
that's
is different
neglect.
from American toffee.
I just usually look over and I see a bottle that I haven't used, and I think, okay, I'm going to use that. And then I look over and I'm thinking, that'll go with that. And then I'm like,
Flavorings haven't used
maybe
it.
I'll throw a little of that in there, and then I get it over, and then I'm like, well, that's going to be kind of bland. I'm going to have to add something. What do I want? Do I want to, the last time it was like, well, I think I'll make it a caramel, and then you just put that in it, or it's a strawberry and I'll put that in it, but something to enhance the flavor type thing to bring out whatever else I'm putting in there. And I go that way. I don't ever mix. Now, I haven't mixed in a long time to where I thought of something that I wanted to taste and tried to mix that flavor. I just grab stuff, put it in and start mixing it all together and then see what it tastes like. I don't.
Mine's went everything from like if I went to stores before and saw something, it's like, oh, that sounds good. And I might think, well, it sound better if it was like with a cheesecake or a custard or something like that. And then like the other day, Zippy posted the old like pairings, like butterscotch and banana for one was on there, and I saw butterscotch banana. Oh, butterscotch banana cheesecake instantly, and I did make that yesterday. So it's like, yeah,
Sounds close to a banoffee pie, isn't it? Just remove the base and put the pie in instead.
I do a little bit of everything, to be honest. I do a lot of single flavor testing if it's a flavor I've never tried. So I'll see what it tastes like on its own, and then decide whether I actually like it or whether it's usable. And I'll get inspiration from anywhere. I'll walk through the supermarket, see something on the shelf. And, oh, that sounds nice. I might not necessarily even know what that tastes like, but I know the actual flavor pairing. So then I'll go off on the flavor pairing. Or I'll see a YouTube comment or Facebook comment, something like that, which will set me off. Or I also do the same as Bill. I'll just go through my stash, see what I've got. But I'll actually open up the bottles. I'll have a smell of the concentrate. Yeah, that smells really nice. I'll grab that flavor now, and then I'll hold 3 or 4 of them together and actually smell them together, to see if they actually smell like they go really well together, and then I'll mix.
So what you're saying, when you walk through the supermarket, when you've mixed it, it tastes like sweaty socks. You say, well, I'm meant to do that.
Yeah,
That one being split, yeah.
Well, if it's sweaty socks, then you try to add something in to take the sweaty sock taste to overwhelm that and get it in there. And then
that's when you turn the basil up to 10. Yeah, got it.
yeah, sometimes you can, sometimes the sweaty sock taste isn't good when it's just a sweaty sock. But if you put the right stuff in with it, that sweaty sock just basically balances out whatever you put in with it, makes it taste.
It's kind of like a cheese vape, you know.
Yeah, you just gotta stop thinking that at the bottom of this, there's
Literally
a
what I've been
sweaty
doing
sock.
is, like, as I think of a recipe that I want to kind of build, I'll move them to the right. So these ones, I got an idea. These ones over here, I don't have a clue what I want to make with yet. So they'll move to the right as I figure out something and I get a general idea in my head and start theory crafting it. And then one day when I'm bored, or if that flavor profile comes up on the show, I just make it.
Yeah, I mean, what I mean is, say I'd never had tiramisu before, but I actually saw a tiramisu in the supermarket. So I have a look to see what actually made that. So coffee, maybe a little bit of cherry, chocolate, cream, and I'll mix something based on those that flavor combination. So it might not necessarily be a tiramisu, but I know it will taste good because there's food already out there using those pairings.
Do you ever look at something, like you'll say, you look at something and you think, yeah, I want it to taste like this, but you've never tasted it. How would you know what it's supposed to taste like?
Usually off the smell if you've seen it.
Like me, I have no idea. See, I have never tasted cheesecake, but I vape cheesecake and it's
Bill,
really
you've never
good.
you've never changed a lot of things.
No, right. And so, but I vape cheesecake and it's really good, you know. So I don't know. I don't know whether or not what I'm tasting is good cheesecake, bad cheesecake, whatever cheesecake, but it doesn't matter because it's good in the vape. I don't care what it actually tastes like.
Yes.
I think you should go out for next show and buy a cheesecake and taste it live.
No, this is funny. This kind of reminds me like on the Matrix when they start talking when they're eating the goop and like, and it makes you wonder why everything tastes like chicken. Do they just not know what chicken tastes like, or just lump everything in the chicken?
Yeah.
Like Bill's in this category where he's living in his own Matrix.
Yeah, I just don't, you know, like I said, it's like it doesn't really matter whether it tastes like. See, I think I have the advantage because you guys are your taste buds are searching for that. Oh, I had this one, and on mine, they're totally clean, and it's like, you know, I've never had. So this may be the worst cheesecake ever, but god darn, this is good in the vape.
Yeah,
you know, and I don't know any better, so it tastes fine to me. You know?
Yeah, if I'm doing a mix like that, I know what the recipe is, so I know what I actually want as the main note and what I want as the accents. And as long as I've got that main note there and the accents and they all taste right and it tastes nice at the end of it, then that's the mix.
I'm the same way on custard. I've never eaten custard before, but I love custard vapes. But I don't know whether or not I would actually like custard. And then you guys are saying, well, you know, it's your custard or our custard, but our custard's different than your custard. Well, I don't know what ours tastes like or yours tastes like. I just know what it tastes like in a vape. So I don't know which one I'm even getting. You know?
The truth
Well,
is,
you know, it's a custard
our
then.
custard's just like
I don't. I just go by what's on the bottle. They say custard. I'm like, all right, I'll put some of this in there. You know, I don't know. It may not even taste. You know, it may not taste like custard at all. I don't know because it's not. I don't have anything to compare it to. So therefore, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not trying to get some memory of a flavor that I've had before.
Well, I grew up on the Canadian border in New York, so I got the 2 layers of that. I had both types of custard, and I knew the difference of the two, but I got really confused whenever I go to if you go someplace to get a custard, it's like, which one is it? I don't even know. You don't know because they're both for sale.
It's like buying a mystery box from Chefs or something. You know,
It is, and we're on to the mystery box in a second. Good segue there, Bill. Good segue. Good segue. We're just going in because Craig D's going one-handedly to stop the vaping advertising ban in Scotland. He's on to Nicky Sturgeon now, bashing it here, and Pete says drop a load of flyers. In Scotland, they're on about they're doing this thing, the vape advert. They're trying to do vape apocalypse thing, same as Wales did, but that got kicked out when they did theirs, didn't they? Because Wales was stopping it, weren't they? And that lasted about 2 months, and then they fucked them off. So.
Every every other commercial on almost everything now. Netflix, Hulu, any of it. Every other commercial's anti-vape.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous when they can still go around and smoke, but we won't go down there because everybody's doing it. But yeah, in Scotland, if you are in Scotland and you are, get together with your advocacy group and see what you can do, because I don't think it'll go down, but you don't know. So yeah, Bill's nice little segue into mystery boxes. Let's see what we got in the Heart mystery box from Chefs. And this is fruits, so we're hoping we don't get fucking tomato in here. That's what we're hoping.
I'm hoping
it might go well.
That is a fruit, though.
Tomato will go well with strawberry.
Oh yeah. I've got some tomato. You gave me it before.
You got tomato in there. You can actually use it to make a version of my Spanish rice. There you go.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
yellow ones. I like yellow tomatoes.
So let's see what we've got. So this is supposed to be over £30 worth of concentrates. Let's open the box. Oh, there's going to be a 10 ton of fucking packing peanuts, isn't there?
Oh, yes. Don't eat one this time, though. That was disgusting.
You know how many people do that? I don't know why.
Right,
yeah, because people basically, when them nuts are there, they're just sitting over in a big vat over on the side that they use for the packing stuff. They throw crap in there. There's all kinds of nasty stuff goes in with those damn packing nuts.
Yeah.
And then people...
Well, you never know. A homeless guy might have slept there last night. You never know what's in it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to go to the bathroom and you can't make it in, you just pee in the nut things over there. It'll absorb it all.
Settle to the bottom.
So I ain't got a lot of peanuts.
You've got a request in chat from Magoo for Grey.
Yeah, I'll have a go at that. I'll try and make one.
What's that?
A McVitie's milk chocolate caramel digestive biscuit.
Oh well, there you go. You can.
That sounds good, Graham.
Yeah, you wanted to do what? You wanted to do a bit of mixing, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, no, I won't do that now.
So they're trying to sweeten me up. We've got a lollipop.
Graham, use my stash. That way I can make it.
A heart
One
lollipop.
lollipop. All right. So
I've also got a little box.
a little box.
Yeah, I've got a little box.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I've got an idea. Ooh.
Oh.
I've got.
Wait a minute, is it really an RDA?
Yeah. Never even heard of it. Have anybody heard of that make?
Russian one.
Have anybody tried this?
Up and vape.
Well, it might give you a rash. I don't know.
Open it up. Let's have a look.
That's quite all right. I'm more interested in whether or not you got tomato.
I'll open it up and have a look.
If he gets tomato, he has to open it up, build that RDA, and vape it.
Let's have a look what we've got in this. Oh. So there we go.
Little nice small chamber one.
Yeah. The flavour tasting.
Little bitty air hole at the bottom.
Yeah, we'll
looks
have a
like
look
Kennedy.
and see what the deck looks like.
I bet it's the velocity.
Yeah. Oh.
It's got 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top.
Nice.
Whoops! I put the wrong person in timeout. I think
Oh, you have as well.
I haven't. No, it's okay. I haven't.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if I was the wrong person in timeout.
You have, because you put... Oh, no, what it... All right, no, well, then, yeah, they just changed the name. So, yeah, so that's the idea I got. We'll see what that's like. So that was a nice... I didn't want expecting that, because it
That
didn't
actually
say...
looks like a decent RDA. Good flavor if it's got that Kennedy style airflow to it. Like,
Yeah.
Must be a fruit RDA. You can only
actually,
make
a
fruit
fruit.
in it. Yeah.
That's gonna be leaky mine, just a little bit too much dripped in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
our
you've got air holes right at the very bottom of that darn thing.
Yeah.
that looks a lot like my VGOD, my old VGOD RDA. The way that air
Right.
holes.
Looks like
I've
it might give some nice flavour though.
That got good flavor, but it was really easy to over drip.
Well, they've sweetened me up a little bit by putting a lollipop and an idea that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
So
I don't
the
think
first
you
one
want
out-
to. I don't think you want to squonk on that one, Benny. It's,
Oh, so we've got
No, I think he should put on a squonk. That'd be more.
all right.
Chef's
orange.
Concentrate Orange.
Orange. All right.
So orange.
That's nasty.
So that's the first one. We've got Flavora Red Apple.
Now there's $30 right there. That's a pretty good sized bottle.
Yeah. We've got Flavora Strawberry.
Yep, he's already made his box. It's worth it.
Yeah. That's it right there. 2 bottles of Flavora runs around $30, if I remember right.
Oh, we've got Flavor West Citrus Soda.
That's a fruit? Oh, citrus soda. Okay.
Citrus, yeah.
Yeah.
Still kind of a little bit on the edge of fruit there.
Yeah.
What we got here? Frozen pineapple yogurt.
That's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is that Vape Train?
Vape Train, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got that.
Sounds good if it is good.
We've got prickly pear.
That's supposed to be quite good.
Is that going to be a cactus then? Prickly pear.
No.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
not.
slightly different. Cactus is the actual plant. Prickly
Oh, that's
pear
right,
is
it's
the fruit
the
of the
fruit.
plant.
Yeah. Prickly pear is like a pear with razor blades in it. You just,
Yeah. I only know that from Baloo. You don't pick it with a paw, you pick it with a
Fruit
claw.
off the cactus plant, right?
You shouldn't get any aloe vera like notes off that.
Baked apple.
That's nice.
Yeah, I was going to say that's supposed to be a good one.
Always gets me when I get these ones. Flavour concentrates. Grape.
Starting to
And
wonder
that's
at this
Liam.
point. At this point, anybody else starting to wonder if they figured out Benny's name and saw the last show?
yeah.
I think someone might have told them, to be fair.
They said, "Who'd you send that out?" Oh, okay.
Oh, we've got watermelon from Fantasy.
That's a good watermelon.
Doing all right.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
Send that to Graham. So you got one for Graham.
Yeah.
One for Liam.
The rebranded range. Chemavatic Cranberry.
Cranberry.
A lot of the Chemavatics are supposed to be pretty good though.
See if you open that up, if it starts yelling zombie.
Yeah. Capella Tart Cherry.
I think that one is
Try that
a
one, Liam?
medicinal one.
Chemavatics Kiwi.
Not tried that. I've just ordered a load of tropicals from chefs as well.
Blueberry. Inawera. Chemavatics Apricot. It's a little dark, is that, isn't it?
Apricot is. Mine's pretty dark too, I think. The one that I
If
have.
it's anything like the Mollenberry apricot, it'll be really good.
Yeah, and if it's like the SSA and the three of those tend to be kind of thing, you're probably.
I think they use Chemavatic or were using Chemavatic as like their base for their flavors. Yeah, that rebranded oat milk is the Flavor Express one, Pete.
Berry Cooler.
That's supposed to be really good.
be mixing all summer by this rate.
Yeah, right. It's Benny. He ain't gonna mix anything.
Oh,
Anything that citrus soda already has a base.
fruit salad chew. Chew it.
From my notes, it tastes pretty close to the actual fruit salads. So
Right.
you got to use it up high. It's got to be like 6-7%.
I like this.
Nectarine.
Liam right here.
That is lovely.
Nectarine. So far, they've actually redeemed themselves from my last. I think someone might have told them that I was buying something.
No, I think the last time you said miscellaneous, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
random shit.
Yeah, I think that's why you have to pick a specific dessert or fruits.
Yeah, but I thought miscellaneous would give me half of fruits and half of dessert.
No,
random
miscellaneous means
shit
stuff
on the
that's
shelf.
not fruits and stuff that's
Yeah,
not.
it'd be tobacco and anything that doesn't come in the fruit or
Yeah,
desserts.
but I still wouldn't have expected. Yeah, all the shit they give me. To be fair,
That's what miscellaneous is.
cantaloupe.
I haven't tried many Flavor West.
I thought
Very
Flavor
cool.
West.
Is a one shot like Heisen clone apparently.
I thought Flavor West is supposed to be known for their fruits, right?
Yeah,
And their vanilla bean ice
Is it-
cream.
Yeah.
Bit
blueberry
grapey, that
candy.
one. That's a bit grapey, that one.
And the last one is a massive bottle of Flavor West cantaloupe.
There's another Flavor West. Yeah.
Didn't you just have a 30 ml
just
bottle
I
of
just
the...
thought I just got 30 mil of that fucker. Hold up.
I'm sure you just showed a 30 ml of cantaloupe.
Well,
thought I
they're
just
thinking
saw-
you're really going to like the cantaloupe, and you're going to go through that bottle, and you're going to be like, I need to order a bigger bottle.
Yeah, fucking. What am I going to do with that fucker?
That's in case you like it. Yeah.
What am I going to do with
What, is
fucking
it the same flavor?
130 mil of cantaloupe? I don't like fucking melon that much.
Well, it's coming up on summer. Maybe you'll have to figure
That's
out a way.
right. Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming up. Give the 100 mil to your sweetheart. That's all.
Yeah. So to be fair, the fruit. If you're going to buy one, get a mixer, but get the fruits at the moment because some of them you can use definitely. But I definitely think someone's told them that I was buying it.
That's not a bad selection at all. There are some really nice flavours in there.
Yep. And Benny's disappointed because he was wanting to go hammer their ass.
What?
on
I was going hell to 11 on them, yeah, but they redeemed themselves. They redeemed themselves.
No, they didn't redeem themselves. They knew it was you.
Yeah, I think someone's told them. I think
Hey,
someone's
you
told
better
them.
watch out and see that. You know, whoever you sent that beat to.
Let's see who's on this panel that's ever been affiliated with chefs. Who could have told?
I think we
we
have a
need someone
spy.
like a Sherlock Holmes to be able to figure out this mystery.
And I tell you what, as well, it came in 48 hours. And it didn't pay
That
for
sounds even
48 hours
more
shipping.
suspicious.
Yes.
It's normally pretty quick when they send
Not
stuff
that
out,
it's
though.
usually it's usually 3 days. I usually get. I usually get it today, and I ordered it, and it came 48 hours post.
A lot of the time I've had it next day, but then I don't live that far away, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had it that quick from chefs. To be fair, mate, I haven't. But hey ho, that's not a bad one. To be honest with you, some nice, some decent flavours. So yeah, stuff that I can use. So the model of this story is, if you're going to go and buy the mystery box from chefs, is get the fruit one at the moment. We'll have a, desserts might be a little bit different, might it?
on their group, people have been saying that they've bought dessert boxes and fruit boxes and they've been really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen anybody say that they've had a
I don't think
miscellaneous
anyone's
box.
made the mistake of buying the
And
miscellaneous.
he's ordered the only miscellaneous box ever.
That's how they knew it was you. That's how they knew. They heard about you from the show, and they knew that one person on that ordered that box. And
The miscellaneous, it's a gamble. If you're happy
Yeah,
to take
but
that
no,
gamble, then you're
miscella-
missing tobaccos. But
Graham said
Yeah,
his
might
coming
not be
2
great
days.
flavours.
Yeah, so it might be came in 2 days. Mine came in like 48 hours, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Next day, really. So yeah, I don't know.
Tesla's also got a clearance section at the moment. There's some good flavours in their clearance
They have,
section.
yeah. They've got some really cheap one shots at the moment. Is it that cranberry
Cranberry Farm or
farm? or something?
Grenbury
Grenbury farm,
Farm. Yeah, I don't think they've had those for that long either.
No,
I'm
no.
sure they only got those in about 6-7 months ago.
The
Right.
Grimberry stuff is really actually pretty good. You know, I don't have their one shots, but I've ordered a lot of their various mixes or their flavors. And, you know, I mean, you know, basically Grimberry's like over on the West Coast here in the US, over
Oh,
Seattle area. Yeah.
I think I think it's probably a case that they haven't sold not because they're bad flavors, but because they're
No one knows
American
who they are.
flavors, so nobody over here knows who they are.
Yeah.
And if you're in the States, you're probably going to order from Grenberry.
Yeah,
direct.
there's like Grimberry Farms oatmeal cookie. Yeah.
All right, right.
That
How is
one's
that?
been used a lot.
Didn't they used to be? Were they the ones who used to be Gremlin?
I don't know. Yeah. I just know them as Grimberry Farms.
Yes, Craig D saying all my flavours coming next day, even if you don't pay 24 hours. Yeah, no. To be fair, like I say, I wasn't expecting. My expectations were low, and now my expectations have rose up. You know, so
miscellaneous box.
just still get a miscellaneous box. Yeah,
And on next week's episode, we're doing cantaloupe.
yeah, cantaloupe. Magoover, yes, I do agree with that. If you because it was 28 quid delivered, and they've got a fair few flavours there that you can actually mix with straight.
And an RDA.
Yeah,
And an RDA.
And a sucker.
the only problem. The only problem is with the getting a mystery box like that is if you are literally just starting out, you might end up with flavors that you have no idea what to do with, or no recipes or anything like that, because you're only just starting out, so you don't know how to mix. You're only learning.
I've been mixing a while and I get flavors I have no idea what to do with. So
Yeah, but that mystery box like that, if you're just starting out, don't think you're gonna get that box and just start mixing either, because for one thing, if you're used to commercial juice, you're gonna need a sweetener.
Yes,
There's no
yes.
sweetener in that box. That's
Yeah.
just one thing right off the top.
Some of those are actually really nice as single flavors as well. So like the watermelon, you could because it's a fantasy one, you can pump that up to about 5-6%.
Yeah.
And then just add a little bit of cooling, a little bit of sweetener, and you've got a nice watermelon vape.
Yeah, the
something tells me this Christmas somebody's going to be trying cantaloupe vodka.
Yeah, maybe. If anybody wants, I will decant some. If anybody wants some cantaloupe.
Anyone wants a cantaloupe vape? You know, I think you got your hookup. Yeah.
I might have to put a random box of shit together of its flavours that I'm not using and give them away on show that I've not used.
So what you're saying is you want to pass on your miscellaneous box.
No, because I've got like this. You know, I've got like that. I've got like
This? No.
And then, hey, just send it to Graham, and next thing you know, he'll be coming out with steak.
I've got tons of stuff that I haven't used. When Vaporable had that sale, I go, I'll have 100 mils of that. Why did I buy 100 mils of that?
Yeah.
Because it was £1.20.
Exactly. Well, I got all that. What is it? What it flavour art that we got a load of stuff when Zippy told us about that. They were doing 100 mils for like
a
pound, and I bought shed loads of that. I've got like loads of stuff on there that I've not used. So, yeah, help me not saying, but fair, the fruit box would be better box to start with, as mixed fruits would work better together than random dessert mix. Yeah, exactly.
And you might actually get some fruits that have some sweetness to them, so you could get away without the sweetener.
Some Mullenberry Melty Caramel that I've never, some Mullenberry Epic Vanilla. Talk about sales.
The Melty Caramels, the Melty Caramels really good, Bill. They would go great with some nuts. The Epic Vanilla, I didn't actually think it was that epic, to be honest. So it was a little bit weak.
Yeah, I got this.
These were like, I mean, these are 30 ml bottles. They were like, I think they were like $1.30, you know. And me and Disco were on Bull Cities, and we're like, oh, look, you know, she's like, they got these. And we're like, oh, we'll get some. And we started ordering 30 ml bottles of all this shit. We had no idea whether it was any good or anything else, but 30 ml bottle of Molinary for $1.30, you know, you're like, well, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I know you like your vanillas, so it's definitely worth giving that Epic Vanilla a try. But I thought it was a little bit weak.
You know, it is. I have used a little of it, but
Probably
I haven't used the Melty Caramel yet.
It's sold out in chefs as well, because I was trying to get that today, and I was like, that Epic Vanilla, sold out.
I've got some. How much you want to give me, and I'll ship it to you.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it for the shipping cost. Yes.
Yours for the cheap price of only $50 a month for the next 3 months.
Yeah. But wait, there's more. I'll throw in a bottle of cantaloupe from Benny.
yeah.
100 mil. Look at that. You made your money.
Yeah, Pete's saying that melty caramel is so good.
Yeah, that actually
melty caramel is really,
Have
really
to give
good.
it a shot.
And I actually remember when that sale was going on, Bill, because I almost bought it off because they had the sale that was a dual sale they had.
Yeah.
So, Graham, are you going to try that McVitie's chocolate biscuit next week then?
Yeah, I'll
For
try
him
and
for next week.
get something together. Maybe first up, it's got to be digestive biscuit by Cupcake World in there, and I'm thinking caramel butter wonder flavors.
Caramel butter pairs really, really well with FA caramel.
Yeah,
to give you a nice buttery caramel.
Yeah, and then it's just the chocolate on the top, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd go with.
I would tend to go with jungle flavors because that's slightly
milk chocolate.
Jungle flavors, milk chocolate. So just try those four together.
I'd give it a try with the Wonder Flavors chocolate frosting.
And a little basil.
I think every time I used chocolate for biscuits, I tend to go with jungle flavors. It's just something I'm used to, and I'm used to that kind of flavor for it. And it has that little separation that you get. So basically 4 flavors, I think.
Oh well, you can bring that up. That's your homework for this week, Graham.
Thank you. I hate homework.
Does anybody want to give Tim a recipe for next week? Give him some homework for next week?
Yeah, homework time.
Yeah.
Give Benny a cantaloupe recipe.
Yeah.
Take care, Mike. Hope you get to feeling better.
Avocado on toast.
Avocado on toast.
I'll have avocado flavorings though.
I know he likes his savouries.
I haven't got any avocado. I might try and mix some steak.
Yeah, you can always make a steak. Oh, I can
steak and yams.
Steak and cantaloupe pairing for Benny.
Yes, cantaloupe steak. Yeah,
Benny gets to try.
Cantaloupe glazed steak.
Yeah, cantaloupe's great.
Cantaloupe
glazed steak.
Cantaloupe glazed steak. Well, what kind of do you have any brown sugars or maple that you can use? I mean, we'll try and
yeah.
No, Mike, feel better soon.
Yeah, feel better. Definitely.
So, has anybody got anything for Tim to mix? Do you want to give Tim a mix for next week? If anybody can come up with a flavour, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, any type of mix anybody's been looking for, because that actually is fun. I like that kind of thing. It's happened a few times. Who knows? I might have it done by the time credits are done and post it in chat.
Yeah. Well,
it's been done.
Cream cantaloupe fig Tim.
Yeah, I love this face then.
Can't promise it'll be any good, but I can make it.
That's
what it be good. Why? I mean, if you've got cream and cantaloupe.
I have got. Do you know what? I could have a go at that because I've got cream, I have got fig, and I have got
you don't have fig
now.
You have raisin?
All right, Benny,
I've
you
got
take
fig.
that one.
I've got fig somewhere, yeah. I'll have a look through. I've got fig somewhere.
I think you had it in the miscellaneous box.
I think I got it in miscellaneous box. Fig, yeah. I think I did. So I'll have a go for that next week. What cream do you want? Do you want a heavy cream or do you want a light cream? Sweet cream? I like sweet cream. We'll have a play.
What a salted cream.
Salted cream. That's a different show, that, Bill. That was Pamela Anderson and Vicky.
That's for the after show that he does on after.
Well, I was thinking like salted caramel, salted cream, that type, So
cream cantaloupe fig.
That doesn't mind out
terrible, actually. It just sounds weird.
We need something for Liam and Tim. Don't let them get away with it. Yeah.
Bourbon custard. Bourbon. Who wants to take a cup? They saying
bourbon custard. That actually sounds
bourbon custard. Yeah, bourbon custard.
I did that one was aimed at Tim.
Tim did say Tim. Anyway, what about Liam? Are we going to give Liam some cream cheese?
Just cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
No, I just made a cream cheese.
Is that Wonder Flavors? Just get Wonder Flavors cream cheese.
And a cream cheese icing.
No, that's not cream cheese. That's not cream cheese. No, that doesn't count.
Philadelphia cream cheese is what it's got to be.
I'm Bill. We've got to get Bill to do some homework.
Bill's got
Yeah, we gotta
limited.
get Bill the mix.
But I have limited flavors.
Yeah,
so.
all right then, Bill. So we want a mix with your strawberry, a vanilla, and that caramel that you've just showed that you didn't use.
Oh God, that sounds really good.
Mm.
That actually does sound good.
But that's in your flavour profile that you like: strawberry,
I'm
vanilla.
gonna say as long as it involves vanilla or nuts, Bill's your man.
Well, I've got strawberry, vanilla, nuts. I've got
And you got that
bakeries,
caramel. That
you know.
caramel does that actually.
Yeah.
That sounds-
So you've got that caramel that you've not used before.
Yeah, I've got the melty caramel.
Yeah.
Magoofer is saying a sweet cream, Benny.
Sweet cream, no problem. Will you do a sweet cream cantaloupe and fig? No problems. We'll sort that out. Strawberry basil ice cream. Helped me up once.
Okay, I can do a strawberry basil ice cream.
There we go. So we've got us mixes for next week then.
With a cream cheese topping.
With cream cheese topping, yeah.
Let's not make this a thing.
Yeah, homework for next week. So that's what we'll be looking at next week. We will look at these recipes. So thank you very much, everybody in chat. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We will go around and say goodbyes because it has come up to that time again. So we will start with Graham.
Okay, you can catch us on Monkey on Juice on Facebook. If you need any help with mixing, just join us and just ask questions. If you're just starting out and you need some help picking flavors or what gear you need starting, just join the group and then you can message me from the group, and I'm quite happy to have a Zoom chat with you and take you through how to start. And I'll pass it on to Liam.
You've got another one there as well, Liam. You can have two. You can have key lime ice cream.
Well,
I made a key lime cheesecake. It turned out delicious.
I think I'm going to be releasing this soon, the key lime pie. So hopefully that's close enough, Graham. When's enough?
Oh, it's got like with crumble topping. He's saying he wants a crumble topping though with it.
I'll give her a whirl.
Sorry, interrupted you.
I was just going to do my.
Yeah, go on.
You can catch me on most of the DIY groups on Facebook, including Monkey on Juice. You can message me via Facebook on Sherlock Mixing, and you can catch me on Instagram when I remember to post on there, and on this show every Wednesday. And if you wish to support what I do, you can grab my one-shots from Chef's Flavors in the UK and the Twisted Imagination, as well as Sherlock owns from flavorchaser.com, DIYflavorchaser.com in Canada. And I will pass it over to Bill.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chad. It's been interesting today. Thank goodness. I was kind of hoping that Benny's box wasn't good too. Sunday night, right? We won't have a show on Sunday night because Mick has decided to basically skip country.
He's on holiday.
Yes.
He's in jail.
Yeah.
And so you won't see me for a while till probably next Wednesday, and I will pass it over to as AAFL, Ben.
Nope.
American Amateur Football League.
Whenever I hear AAFL, I think Alien Ant Farm.
The All-Star American Football League.
No, it's an advocate for liberty, AAFL. That's
You can find me on most social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as an advocate for liberty. Mixers Helping Mixers on Sundays with Zippy and Larry. And Tuesday Takeover on Fresh 03's channel. That's on Vaping Truckers channel. Tuesday Takeover on Fresh 03's channel on Tuesday nights. And that's the one where you can get 25% off VSO flavors if you're in the US. And then there's I have the Break the Stigma of Unity Discord for anyone who wants a safe place to be, or future, now, whatever. Sometimes you don't even, a lot of people PM others in the group. So not all of it's open if you want it to be quiet. And then Vaping Community ELR, and then my YouTube on Saturday, my YouTube channel, Advocate for Liberty, on Thursday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. We usually play game night for adult gaming night for everybody to hang out and have a good time. Graham's been there. And it seems like Graham has been there before. He can actually tell you what it's like if he wants to or not. But there you go.
If you don't mind very, very adult language. I was like, Jesus Christ.
he had to say act of conviction and 14 Hail Marys afterwards, but whatever.
Yeah.
But Graham, you haven't been yet.
I have.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just me then.
Yep.
Just
You
me.
forgot to tell them they could find you at the dumpster behind the greasy spoon.
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell
You
them
can
that
shorten
here. That's for
all
the
that.
after show.
Tim, you can shorten all that. If there's a DIY mixing show on the internet, Tim's on it.
Tim's on it, yeah. Right, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining us in chat. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for my fellow casters for joining me week in, week out. It's absolutely brilliant. Do go over and check everybody out. Go over to Tim's channel, subscribe to him. Do check out the Late Night Vape Show on a Sunday, but not on a Sunday. Sometimes on a Wednesday, sometimes on a Monday, sometimes on a Thursday. Depends, sometimes whenever. But do go out and check that out. Do go over and buy everybody's Amatorium liquids. Do go over and get Nick's Ancient Alexa. Do go over and get the concentrates from Chefs. And do look out for Flavor Chaser UK coming soon. Very soon. And do go over and check Zippy's if you are in Canada and you want some flavours over in America. It ships down there. So thank you very much, everybody. We will see you again next week. Same time, same channel. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.